Hi everyone, my name is Susan Figge. Very shortly we'll be starting our online class. I wanted to reach out to each and every one of you to welcome you to this online class. Many of you have had me as an instructor before, and some of you know me from my on-ground classes. For those of you who don't know me, I will give you the Cliff Note version of who I am. I've been an instructor at Bay Path University about 10 or so years. I've loved working with the students at Bay Path University. I work only with non-traditional students. I was a non-traditional student, so that's where my love is. I've always taught criminal justice because it's what I know. I spent 32 years as a police officer, 25 years of it as being a detective for the city of Westville. I have taught at the Mass Criminal Justice Training Academy for over 30 years and just recently left there. What I taught at the academy was sexual assault, child abuse, interview interrogation, juvenile justice, along with domestic violence. I've always felt it was an honor and a privilege to be the voice for people who, often through no fault of their own, became victims. During my time at the Westfield Police Department, I investigated major crimes that involved people. I know you're all saying all crimes involve people, but the crimes I investigated had to do with mostly with people who were victimizers or victims themselves. This would not have included financial crimes. I know my limitations in numbers. Well, those are my weaknesses. I'm not good at all when it comes to math. My work was a huge part of my life, but only it was not all of my life. I like to think I balance. Balancing is very difficult when you're going to school, working, raising a family, being in a relationship, along with all the other day-to-day things that get thrown at you. I'm very sure this is sounding familiar to many of you right now. So when I say sympathize that I know it's hard to get everything done, it is because I've walked that walk. At 40 years old, I finished up my bachelor's in criminal justice and then my master's in criminal justice. I have two young children. My youngest, my daughter, had an eye issue that took weekly visits for years to go to a clinic. I had a son who played sports, and my husband, who I'm thankful was very helpful. I worked 4 p.m. to midnight for 14 years and very often had to go to court in the morning. All my vacation time was taken so I could go to school. I was very tired. In fact, I've never been that tired as I was then. My life lesson I will give you on this is time management. And I'm going to guess a lot of you are saying, oh, I know exactly what she is talking about. I am tired. Which brings me to what I expect of each and every one of you. I expect if the paper says 4 to 6 pages, that it is minimally 4 pages. I expect APA format. I expect also that you will only use Wikipedia to see what is out there and never to use it as a resource. I will also expect you to look at Turnitin and to see if maybe you need to go back and maybe think about what you're writing. I expect things to turn in on time, and I expect you to notify me when life happens, because you know what? Life happens to all of us, and sometimes stuff is just there and we have to deal with it. So when that stuff happens, I want you to give me a call. You don't have to tell me what it is, but if it's someone in your family has died or someone in your family is sick that has not enabled you to get your work done, I would like you to text me your name. My telephone number is 413-883-3537. Again, 413-883-3537. Tell me stuff is going on, but then I'm going to ask you to document it. Now, if you get a doctor's note, you don't have to tell me any personal information, just that, that something came up and there's a doctor's note that you're not able to do your work. If there's an obituary to a family member or to someone why you couldn't be in class, please get that to me. I have to tell you, I want to remind you, I was a detective for a long time. And over the years of teaching and people's reasonings, I had one student that I think had 7 grandparents die in the 3 to 4 classes I had with her. She kept forgetting. She'd tell me those. So I do need documentation. I also had the old dog ate the computer story. Um, and I'm going to guess that dog really did eat the computer because dogs can be like that. But I really do want you to be able to document it, and I will go out of my way to help you make sure that things get in quickly thereafter, or I'll work with you somehow to make sure that you are successful in this classroom. There's nobody more than me that wants to make sure you are successful in this classroom. I have a well-known history of working with students to get things done. There are many times in this class you may say to yourself, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do with this. Text me. We'll figure it out. We'll work it out. You know what? That's what we're a team here. We're on this journey together. So give me a text. We'll work it out. We'll get it done. We'll make sure you're, very successful. I also want to tell you that in my class, for every day that you're late, for every minute, so it stamps when it comes to me if it's late. For every day you're late, it's 10 points off a paper, and it's 10 points off your discussion points. Keep in mind on the fourth day you get a 0. So it's important to me that you know this, and that if there's going to be a reason it's late, let me know. Give me a heads up. The next thing I want to tell you is that what you can expect of me, because you should have expectations of me. Um, every day I will go on the computer and I'll see what needs to be addressed at least 2 times, more often 3 to 4 times. I will answer my text as soon as I get them. If it's 3 in the morning and I see it at 6, I'll do it then. If I don't answer you in 4 hours, make sure you text me right away again. And I will tell you that I've had students that have texted me 3 in the morning and they said, wow, you're up. Well, I saw the light go off and I answered it. So I like to get to those right away and, you know, head that off at the pass if there's something wrong and we can fix it. Also, this is a class that is going to be very controversial. It is important that we're respectful of each other. Very often I'll get discussions or I'll get papers that are one-sided, and I may play the devil's advocate and take the opposite side. In my years, and I'm thinking I'm a lot older than most of you, I found that there's good, bad, and ugly in everything we do in life, and it's important to see both sides. So we need to look at the good, the bad, and the ugly, and then present that. If that doesn't happen, you might see me put a little discussion in opposite side. But more than anything, we need to be respectful of each other. Part of this class is hard for me because people don't see my tone. I have a lot of humor, and sometimes tone doesn't come across in writing. So if I, for any reason at all, offend you or you don't like what I have said, text me. We'll figure it out. We'll find out if, you misread me, or if, in fact, I was disrespectful. And if I was, I'll apologize. I'll hope you forgive me, and we'll move on. But I really, really want to stress that we are all on this journey together, so we have to be good to each other. In closing, I just want to say welcome. I hope you enjoy this class as much as I do. I've taught this many, many times, and it's one of my favorite classes because it is all about day-to-day issues that we're dealing with now. Goodbye.